Hello everyone, in this video we are going to create this amazing loading spinner animation in React Native. So I have used React Native Reanimated and React Native SVG for this animation. So if you guys haven't seen my previous video about the donut chart animation, I highly recommend you guys to watch that first before following this video, because this is a continuation of that previous video. So let's get started. Alright, let's get started. So I'll show you what I have done already. So here basically we have three buttons. The first one is the start button, and then we have the success button, and then we have the error button. So I have added these color changes. When the one button is pressed, you can see the color gets darker. So then we have maintained these two state variables, basically to change these colors, and also most importantly we are going to use these state variables to show the success icon and the error icon. So I have passed those two state variables to this loading spinner component, and let's go inside the loading spinner and see what we have done already there as well. So here it's pretty much what we have done in the previous video. So guys, if you haven't seen that video already, I encourage you to go there and watch that video from the beginning. So this video is kind of a continuation of that video. So I have done this small piece which we have already done in the previous video. So let's see, once we change this progress value, what happens. Yeah, the dash offset also changes, so all good so far. So the next point is, now we need to make sure this circle behaves like a spinner. So to do that, let's add some animation. So I'm gonna add a use effect to start our animation. Here let's see whether the animation is working correctly. So I'm going to hard code these values. Initially let's say 0, and here for the duration I'm going to add a test number. Right, it's working. So here now we need to make sure we move, or rather change the dash offset from a bigger value to a smaller value, and again it goes to a bigger value and again to a smaller value. So here what I'm gonna do here is that now what will happen is I'm gonna change this progress value. So initially it's 0, then here I'm gonna change it to 0.7, then we will see a huge portion of the circle, and then we are going to go back to 0.2 or 1, and then we are going to repeat again 0.7, then again 0.1. So to do that we need to use with repeat, and here inside the with repeat I'm going to use with sequence. So here basically what happens is I'm going to add two parameters. So the first one is timing, so this I'm going to add for the first one 0.7. So I'm going to do the animation, let's say 800 milliseconds of time, and the second argument will be also with timing, and here we are going to go back to 0.1, and here I'm going to use 2000, and then here for the repeat For the number of repeats, I'm going to add -1, which means this this loop will go infinitely. And for the reverse, I'm going to say true. Let's see how it works. Yeah, so you can see the spinner is halfway done. So here the true means now the progress starts from 0 and then it will move to 0.7 and then it will move to 0.1, then again it will move to 0.7, then 0.1, then again 0.7, then again 0.1. So if I change this to false, let's see how it works. Yeah, you can see that now here what happens is it starts from 0, then it will goes to 0.7, then 0.1, then it will start from 0 again. So that is not what we need, so I'm changing it back to true. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to rotate this circle as well. So to do that, let's create rotate share value as well. So we are going to change the rotate over here. For this one also we are going to add with repeat because we need to infinitely rotate our circle. So this here I'm gonna use with timing. So we are moving from 0 to 360, and I have added a duration of 900, and for the easing I have used linear. So you guys can play around with these numbers and pick the best one for you. So here also I'm gonna use -1, and then here for the reverse I'm gonna add false, because we start from 0 and we go full circle and we come to a origin point which is again 0. So in that case the false is alright for this. Let's see how it works. We need to use this rotation. So to do that, let's create a new one. Animated view style. So we need to create a new view. So this is the view that we are going to rotate. Animated view style. Alright. Alright, now our spinner is working fine. And the next thing we are going to do is, now you can see even though I press these buttons, this the spinner color doesn't change and also the spinner doesn't stop. So let's fix that. So I have added I have hard coded this value over here. I'm gonna remove that, and let's add the colors. So now what we are going to do is, when we press the success button, we need to make sure the circle stop, and when we press the error, the circle will change its color to red and stop. So here we need to add a derived value, because currently we don't have any way to figure out how we are gonna change this color. So here I'm gonna use a variable. For now I'm gonna name it stroke. So if is error, we are gonna change this to 0. So this is error means it's a property. So once it is true, we are gonna change this to 0, and then here let's add with time stroke, and for duration let's say 1000. So now we can use this derived value over here. Now we need to add the inputs. So here the derived stroke color value will be 0 or 1. So the inputs will be 0 and 1, and then the output will be the colors. So I'm gonna copy the colors like that, and let's see how it works. Yeah, so even though I press error, it doesn't work because I have added empty array over here. So let's add is error, and let's see how it works. Yeah, it's changing. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is, now we need to stop the animation. To do that, let's add a new use effect. Here we are going to trigger this use effect if is success or is error is changed. So basically now if is success is true, we need to stop the animation. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, here we need to make sure we add the with timing, and here let's add 0, duration let's say 1000. Yeah, all right. So the next thing is let's handle the error case. So here also the progress goes to, let's copy this same thing. Yeah, it's all right, looking fine. So next what we are going to do is let's add the icons. So I'm going to create a new file. Alright, let's add it over here. So we need to add a new view over here. So inside the view I'm gonna add the success icon. So we need to make sure this is position absolute. Alright, so here we need to add our icon. So let's add a SVG, and then here we need to import. Alright, for the height I'm gonna add 60, and for the width also 60. So here I'm gonna copy the icon I'm gonna use. Alright, so next thing is let's add a stroke. So the color I'm gonna copy. Alright, so this color is basically the color of the spinner as well. So the next thing we're gonna do is we need to animate this icon as well. To do that, let's change this to animated path. Then we need to first identify the length of the path. So to do that, let's add a ref over here. So I'm gonna add any over here, and then on layout, so with this handle layout we can find out this when this on layout triggers when the path is fully rendered. Now here we can use the ref. If it has current value, we can add a state over here as well to store the length of the success icon. So initially it will be 0, and here we can change it. So here we can use the total length. Alright, so that one we can use here for the stroke dash array. Alright, so now we are gonna animate the stroke offset. here it's pretty much the basic thing we have done in the previous video as well. So the length is there. So here the length represent as the circumference, similar to the circumference of the circle. So here it's not a circle, so basically the length will be the circumference of this icon. So here we need a value. To get that value, we need to use a property. So for the property, what we can use is we have to create a new share value. So first let's go up and let's create a new one. Let's say success. So this will change between 1 and 0. So in the success scenario, this will be 1. And then we are going to pass that to here. Alright, so I think the error is due to this. So next, now what we are going to do is, since we are changing the success value, so we can use it over here. So here we can interpolate. So it changed between 1 and 0, and then here the stroke dash offset will be changed between 1 and 0. So let's see how it works. We need to add it to here. Okay. Okay, we haven't added the with timing over here, so let's add it. Alright, let's see how it works. Yeah, it's working fine now. So here we can minimize the values and see the best one. Yeah, alright to me. So basically the success icon is done, so we can copy the same one and change it to error, and we can use it over here. Let's change these names. Alright, so here I'm gonna name it error. So here for the color, let's copy the color from here. We have made this. Alright, and for the path I'm gonna copy the path I have saved. Alright, let's change these as well. Alright, so here we need to add position absolute. Alright, now we can see both. So then what we need to do is, so here let's add error.value 0, and here let's add success.value as 0, and for the error we need to do the same thing like this. Yep, looks like everything is working fine. So you can see here, if I tap on the start button, it doesn't work. So if I go back to app.tsx here and will start, you can see here I'm changing both the state variables to false. So we can handle that over here. If his success is false and his error is false, we can start the animation again. Okay. So here we need to add some values. So we need to put everything to the initial values. Alright, now everything is working fine. So next let's see what happens if we change the circumference. Yeah, the icons looks a little bit bigger. Yeah. So I'm going to add this small logic. We need the circumference. So we can use the same thing here as well. Alright, there's an error in this one. Okay, we need to pass the circumference. Let's see how it works. Okay, we can't see the check the success icon because it is too small. Yeah, it's visible but not too good. Let's increase this to 90 and see. Yeah, looks alright. Let's change the stroke as well. Now it looks good. Okay, here we have problem. We need to fix that as well, so we can use the same thing over here and move it here. We need to pass the reference. Alright, looks like everything is working fine. Let's increase it and let's change the stroke as well. Looks alright. And let's try to add a background color over here. So I'm gonna add a color that I have saved. Alright, so here let's add light. Looks all good. Alright, that's it from this video guys. Hope you guys learned something new. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and like this video and share this video with your friends. If you guys think there's a better way of doing this spinner animation, so let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Cheers.